Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Civilization 5 as England. Now, I'm actually going to start off this episode by saying I've used a few my old save games, loaded them up, but as the Knights, to find out what the hell was going on. And it seems as if somehow the Knights got pulled into a war with the Timurids. During that war, their army marched all the way across here. And in the peace, they took a province from the Timurids. Or something. No, wait, they can't have taken a province, but they ended up with a province somewhere there. I can't work that one out either, but they ended up with a province around here. Now, then Rapatua here declared war on them. And in that war, they took this here. They then ended up at war with, it wasn't Vijayan or whatever that is, it was some other country that used to have this territory, and they took these. They then had another war with these guys, and lost whatever was there. I've never seen that happen before. I don't even know how they got the first province there. It might have been that it was a... Can the Timurids have vessels that aren't hordes? It might be something like that, how they got the land anyway. But yeah, so they sort of caterpillared their way over into having this land here. And I've never even considered doing that, but I guess with being able to explore territories now, as long as you're at war with them, these hordes, I mean, while at war with the Golden Horde, I could get a huge chunk over way towards seeing China. That's something I haven't ever considered before. Also, I didn't notice before, but look, Castile also has this little bit of land down here. Yeah, they basically got all of North Africa. And I'm not liking that. Also, Venice has broken up Trebizond and taken a little bit of territory. They're also taking some territory in southern Anatolia. Yeah, that's now where Venice is, apparently. Not up here. Although they haven't moved their capital, unlike the Knights, who, I'd like to point out, this is in the very early save games that they was moving over. Look! They already have cores. And not only do they already have cores, see, can't see from there for some reason, but look, capital! They're also a noble republic, which I think they're not supposed to be. They're a Masonic state or something normally, but yeah. So they have effectively moved over to India. I am quite curious to see what the computer can do in this situation, because they severely, well, not that severely actually, well, I guess they do. It's double land. No, wait. These guys have sort of kept up in land tech almost. Not quite, but compared to other things they have. So they haven't really got the troops on them, but they have got technology everywhere else. This is a situation I wouldn't mind actually playing. I would even consider coming back to about this point in the save game after I played through this and try and play as the Knights uniting India, because I think that would be rather interesting. I mean, yeah, you'd have a holy war, you could take lots and lots of land, but then you'd have to convert all that land, and that could be fun. I've also been suggested that if I wanted to get a base out here, yeah, you dock up for now. Sri Lanka is probably a good idea. Yeah, play the sort of same deal that we have over on the continent. Originally, we was our island here. separate, and we was able to use that brilliantly in our defence. You know, you couldn't... I would say you couldn't get on our island, but I'm a freaking imbecile and let it happen. But it was a good tactic, and we might be able to do the same using Sri Lanka to take on India. It's definitely worth a go. Well, anyway, we have magistrates. Oh, wait, discover somewhere. No! We'll get another mission. I didn't mean to do that. We will support the Florentine school. That sort of deals us for magistrates for now. Now we're going bankrupt. I should think before I click. Well, we'd only just turn this off. Sort of not increasing but not reducing, and apparently we're not that bad on inflation as I thought we were. Obviously, though, we're not going to be able to build. Well, let's start time up again and see what happens. A comet sighted. Stop looking at the sky! Ah, subjugation costs us barely on bar. TL. Well, I like these missions when it's a country that's a reasonable size. I don't want 500 one province vessels. So we'll ignore that mission for now and try and deal with our rebels. Oh yeah, you was off to Stockholm. So let's speed that up. Well, I probably should have dealt with the rebels first. We've won in Wessex. Let's chase them down, finish them off, and we'll come back and deal with the siege. It's going to grow. Their garrison's going to grow, but hopefully not by much. Are we still losing? In May, we're going to go bankrupt. Holy hell, I spent everything we had. And we've got war taxes, so what is our war exhaustion doing? If it wasn't for attrition, we could actually be managing that. Let's turn armies back on. Who's taking attrition? Only the guy in the boat. So hopefully when you get off, attrition won't be as bad a thing. So screw it, to get through this war. We're going to gain inflation again. Only for a year. Hopefully the census tax will be enough. What are you doing? Come here. Hopefully the census tax will be enough so that... I've got to remember to... I think it's 6,000 troops you can hold in a ship before you get attrition. I've got to remember to set up my navies that way. Or have marine units that I intend to sort of do this type of thing with. Well, they don't seem to be coming for me. I've had any army, so let's assault. Not successful, but it has actually taken us to a point where I think with the next one we should be fine. I've only got a tiny army. Are you over here yet? You assault that. Because of your detour, you took too sodding long to get there. That's fine though, you've managed to do it. Turn hunt rebels off. You come into this boat here, then we're going to get you to dock into Ulster. Come on. Yeah, dock in Ulster for me, please. That's fine, that's going to stop that siege. Well, they're trying to get some armies here, but it's not going to be enough. Battle of Ulster has been won. Come down to Meath. Come on, Goatland, revolt. You revolt when anyone else has you. Castile doesn't need you. In fact, also I had a comment saying about forming Great Britain. I did reply in the comment explaining why, but I'm also going to answer again here. I think I'm about 2 episodes ahead at the minute. Yeah, I know, actually getting ahead. But look, 1st of December, 1480, we will be able to form Great Britain. In fact, also... February of the same year, this is going to change to be Spain. Which... see, does the... no, that's not what I want. Diplomatic map, that'll do. Don't really want to see, the war doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just showing off our empire is sort of this chunk of land here with a little bit over in the Holy Land. Look at Castile. And they actually have an alliance of some sort with Sweden. Also with Flanders and Savoy. But not only are they the main power in Iberia, they're definitely the main power in North Africa. Hopefully they haven't gone any further south, but seeing that Castile has this here, and we sort of peel where the terrain incognita doesn't actually line up properly. You can see they've got a province underneath it as well. They have, I believe that's a Rio. So they might even have started taking on the Mali and stuff like that. Castile might rule Africa from Iberia. It's all quite likely. If we look at the Holy Roman Empire, now it looks about the same size as normal, but if you look also, Austria is taking all this chunk of land. Bohemia, sorry, is effectively got all that as well. Now that's all land that if he succeeds, if Bravia succeeds in farming, that they will take. Just like, that's not your capital, is it? No. Thankfully, Flanders won't fall into it, but we could see a Sweden-Scandinavia, a Bravia HRE, a Castilian Spain, which is also North Africa. I don't know what would be worse. If Bravia managed to have Austria and Bohemia in with them as well, that's going to be huge. But them two independent are actually reasonably good states. Let's continue on with the war a bit more. Beirut. Gotta get my ships over there to help that. You guys join up. You come here, get ready, because we're going to need to take you back onto the British... Actually, screw it. You can wait for a while. You come down here. Ask for military access. Very likely. Alright, sorry we haven't got all that much done this episode, but I'm hoping explaining the Knights situation and sort of giving a general overview of how I see the world at the moment is good enough for an episode. Getting rights of passage through Castile, hopefully they won't declare war on us, and it just means we need to take this one little territory here so that we can walk through, but we're probably going to have to go to war with them because I don't like that that's not joined on. Well, anyway, the time has gone, so I'm going to call it a session here, and as always, I would like to thank you for watching and say goodbye. Goodbye.